All right, so today we are talking box and whisker plots. We're going to take a set of data, we're going to turn it into a plot that looks like this with the box and the whiskers. I like to draw a little dog to show with his little tongue hanging out, right? All right, there's my doggy. That's pretty terrible. But anyway, we are going to be taking some data and we're going to be turning it into a box and whisker plot so that we can analyze it. So here's my set of data. The first thing I need to do is go and relist it in order from least to greatest. That is ascending order. All right, so I got to find my smallest number. And of course, we've got some negatives in here. So the smallest number that I see is -5. I'm going to write -5. I'm going to cross that one out. And there's another one. So we're going to do -5 again. And then I need to go to -3, and then a -2. All right, and then I've got a 0, and I've got a 1, and now I've got a 2, two 2's, and now do I have a 3? Can I hear 3? Anybody got a 3? Nope, no 3's. How about a 4? 4. Going once, sold to 2 4's. Okay, then I go to 5. Any 5's? No. 6's. No. 7's. I got a 7 right here. And then I got an 8. And then I got a 9. Do I have a 9? Do I have a 9? Let me cross out my 8. Do I have a 9? I have no 9s. Let's do 2 10's. That's 2 10's. And then I have an 11 and a 15 to round out my data. So now I have listed my data from least to greatest. All right. I've identified my lower extremes as -5 and my upper extreme as 15. So I need to have a number line now that is long enough to handle -5 all the way up to +15. So -5, I'm going to count by 5s just to make it easier on myself. And I'm going to go 0 here, and then I'm going to go 5, and then 10, and then 15. Okay, I'm going to put my lower and upper extremes above the number line. So I put a dot for the lowest number and a dot for the highest number. All right, now I need to figure out what the median is. All right, the median of my data is where I want to place the first bar. Because essentially what I'm doing is cutting my data into 4 quadrants, 4 equal sections. So I'm going to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces of data. So if I'm going to take 16 and divide it by 4, then I have to have 4 separate sections of 4. But if I'm going to cut it in half, I need to go to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I got 8 on one side, 8 on the other. It's going to go somewhere in between 2 and 4. And if you go and add 2 plus 4, you get 6. 6 divided by 2 is then 3. But I already know that 3 is the number that falls between 2 and 4. So my median is 3. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I'm going to put my bar above 3. All right, because that is showing the median of my data. Now I need to go and find the median of my lower quartile so I know where to put the next bar. So I have 8 numbers in the lower quartile. So if I cut that in half, I need 4 on each side. I'm going to draw my bar right here. So the median is exactly between -2 and 0. If I add those together, I get -2, divide by 2, and I get -1. So my lower quartile equals -1. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to do -1. And I'm going to draw my bar, all right, for -1. Now I'm going to go over to the upper set of the data. I have 8 numbers in the upper set. If I were to cut that in half, I'm going to put it between the 4th and the 5th number. Between 8 and 10, 18 divided by 2 is 9. But I already knew that 9 was directly between 8 and 10. So I'm going to go here. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to draw a bar. So now I have all of my essential pieces to draw the box and whisker. All I have to do is connect the bars to make a box, and then draw lines out to the extremes to make my whiskers. And I am done. My upper quartile was 9. Okay. So that is how you do the box and whisker. And we know that 25% or 1/4 of your data is in each section or each quartile of the box and whisker. So that will help you answer any questions that you get about a set of data in a box and whisker form. All right, so you just need to know the median and the lower and upper quartiles, and of course you need to know the lower and upper extremes. It gets a little hairy scary when you have an uneven number of data. So let's add another 2 and let's see what happens. Okay, again I do my -5, -5, oops, -3, -2. All right, I've got a 0, and then I've got 2 2. Oh, now I've got 3 2s. 2, 2, 2. And now I've got a, oh, I skipped my 1, so I gotta go back and fix that. So I got a 1 and 3 2s. All right, any 3s? No, I gotta do my 4s. 2 4s. I gotta do my 5s. Any 5s? No. 6s? No. 7. And then I've got an 8. And then I've got 2 10s, an 11, and a 15. So now I've got an uneven set of data. All right, but I do the same thing. I still go and count to the middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But because I have 17 numbers, the 9th number in my data is going to be my median. All right, so I'm going to draw my box and with my number line to go from -5 out to 15. All right, there's 10, 5, 0. Okay, and now my median has become 1, 2. All right, but now when I go to find the median of my lower quartile, I don't count the 2. I just go and say, all right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. I need to cut that in half, and it is now between -2 and 0. So between -2 and 0, I've got -1. It didn't change that at all. So that's -1. This is 2. All right. My upper quartile is halfway between 8 and 10, which is 9 again. So it doesn't change very much, but it does make you rethink how many numbers are in each quartile. All right, then you draw your box around the bars, and you go and draw your whiskers out to the extremes. So again, just take your time, do it right, and you won't have to worry too much about it. Hopefully this helps with your homework. If it does not, then you can always come back in and ask me some questions. See you next time, and remember, it's the weekend, so enjoy yourselves and don't stress too much about math. Adios.